Yana, and welcome to your restorative rest practice. Today's practice is a short and sweet restorative practice to restore your hamstrings and lower back. We'll start today. All you really need is you. You don't need a yoga mat. If you have one, that's great. If you don't, that's fine. But let's start in sitting, moving the fleshy part of the buttocks out of the way. Reach up and breathe into the full torso, connecting with the body here. Exhale and reach forward, walking the fingertips forward, gently. Head coming down towards the knees. Beautiful. You might micro bend in the knees here. You might even let the feet be hip width distance apart. Letting the toes point up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then walk both hands over to outside of the right foot. And then maybe give yourself a gentle pull with the fingertips, walking forward here. Make sure I'm in frame so you can see me here. Inhale, exhale, breathe into the lower back here. And then walk both hands over to the left side of the body. Walk the fingertips up towards the toes here. Breathe deep into your lower belly here. Beautiful. And then coming back to the middle. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, looking over the right shoulder. Relax your neck here. Look over that right shoulder. Nice and tall through the lower back. The length of the spine moving up towards the ceiling. Deep inhalation and exhalation, connecting with the breath. Connecting with the sword of life. Exhale, and then moving both hands over, placing right hand on top of left thigh. Left hand comes behind the spine. Inhale, breathe, nice and tall, sit up straight. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Looking over that left shoulder here. Breathe deeply. Beautiful. Exhale, coming back to neutral. And bringing the left leg out, right thigh comes into the center of your thigh. And then exhale, walking the torso down over the left leg. Notice the stretch out the back of the lower body. Walking your fingertips a little bit further forward here. But keep that left knee slightly bent here if you have extreme tightness in the hamstring. Beautiful. Now opening up the chest, open the right hand up into the sky, and then exhale, bending the left arm. The palm may come up towards the ceiling in both hands to really bring that extension in from the right hip all the way up into the right fingertips. The left hand left elbow pressing into the ground while simultaneously right hand presses towards the toe. If you're extra flexible here, you might be able to grab a hold of the right big toe here. But most importantly, just getting that length out of the lower back here. Big deep breath here. And then exhale, coming back up to sitting and then switching the legs. Right leg comes out, left leg bent. Inhale, torso coming over the right leg. And then exhale, bending, hinging forward at the hips. Using the fingertips to walk out any tension in the lower back, elongating out of the lumbar spine. Beautiful. Great job. No matter where you're at, everything is absolutely fine. You might be a gummy is really, really stretchy, or you might really be working at the level that's comfortable for your own body. Every day is different in your body, so just giving yourself that love. We're all working at different levels. So opening the chest up and then bringing the right palm, elbow down onto the ground, pressing down, and then extending the left arm up into the air. You can bring both palms up towards the ceiling to really get that extension out of the left fingertips here. Look down towards the right toe if that's available to you. Opening up the chest towards the ceiling here. Beautiful. Inhaling here. And then on the exhale, releasing, palm down towards the ceiling. Press into that right elbow, really shifting the weight forward here. And exhale, coming back up to neutral. Bringing both knees forward. And then coming into your tabletop position here. Inhale the tailbone up, head up. Exhale. Under, head under, tailbone under. Take a few more natural movements through the spine here. Cat-cowing here. Flexion and extension through the spine, pressing firmly into the hands. Fantastic. And one more move like that. Tailbone tucks under, head up towards the sky. And then slowly walking back into child's pose here. Extending my arms forward, knees wide apart here. Beautiful. Release the torso down, forehead down towards the floor. Breathe into the lower back here. Really feeling that release in the lower back. Neutrality in the hamstrings. And then walking the hands back up. Opening the legs back out wide, this time both feet out to the side, wherever is comfortable for you. And on the exhale, walking down onto your elbows, knees up towards the sky, really energy in the toes. Breathing into lower back. Feeling that extension of the thighs up towards the ceiling, knees up towards the ceiling. Shifting the weight forward in the pelvis. You might even walk the fingertips all the way forward, if that's available towards you. Away from you, but available for you. And then walking the hands over towards the right side of the body. Feeling that extension out of the left hip. You can place the left hand on top of the right hand to really feel that length out of the lower back here. Really feeling it all through the left side, underneath the left arm armpit, all the way the length of the left arm to the fingertips. And then walking the hands back to central, one hand over the other, and walking the hands to the left side of the body. Inhale, pressing both hands up into the ground, and on the exhale, extending the arms forward. The left side of the torso. Hands over towards the left feet, and then placing the right hand on top of the left for an additional stretch here. Really feeling the connection of these muscles that extend
all the way up the right side of the body, from the right hip, side of the right ribs, underneath the arm, all the way up through the right fingertips. Beautiful toes flexed here.
Inhale, and then coming back to center. Grabbing a hold of the knees, drawing them in, toes pressing together into Baddha Konasana or bound ankle pose. You can butterfly the knees up and down here to really open up the hip flexors and the hamstrings here. Notice what's happening with your breath. Beautiful. And then exhale, pressing the elbows into the thighs. Inhale, really extend out of the lower back here. And dropping the head down towards the mat. Breathing into that opening in the lower pelvic. Feel how the lower belly opens up here. Great job. One more deep breath here. And on the inhale, coming back up. Beautiful. We will come on to the front of the body, coming down, allowing the feet to be hip-width distance apart. The torso moves down, hips move down towards the ground, and then pressing up into the hands, rotate the shoulders up and down and back into a supported up dog here. And notice, don't allow the ears to scrunch up by the shoulders, really pressing the upper body up off the floor. And if you feel confident here and you would like to shift your weight forward, thighs up off of the floor into an up dog. And on the exhale, release the legs down, coming down into Sphinx. Both elbows underneath the shoulders, palms facing onto the ground. Looking over the right shoulder here, back towards your right toe. Gaze shifting, and then exhale, looking, shifting over, vision over the left shoulder, looking back at the left toes, over that left shoulder. And one more time, looking over the right shoulder. And then on the exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Beautiful. Now extend both arms out here and extend the right leg behind you. Really open up the hips here, keeping both palms pressed onto the ground. Noticing how good that feels in the front body, as well as a stretch in the back of the left hamstring, right hamstring and glute. And then exhale, torso comes onto the ground, bringing the left heel behind the right side of the body. Ooh, really feeling that in my shoulder, as well as all the way down the right side of the body. Breathe into this opening. Exhale and coming back to neutral again. Beautiful. Coming back up to tabletop position. This time we'll tabletop from the elbows. So inhale, the chin and chest up towards the sky. Exhale, back towards the belly button. Feeling this extension in the back of the neck. Inhale, the head up. Chest up towards the sky. Press those hip bones wide and far apart. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone under, squeezing the tail between the legs. Arching up into the shoulders, elbows pressing to the ground, hands pressing to the ground. And one more time, inhale. Tailbone up, chest presses up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and exhale,
Initiating move from the belly button back towards spine, tailbone between the legs, head down towards the floor. And when you exhale, tucking the toes under and coming up into a downward dog. Bending the right knee, bend the left knee, alternatively walking out the right side of the hamstring, the left hamstring and calf. You might even take some stretches onto the top of the toes here to really press the top of the toes into the floor here as well, getting some stretch and even crack, a little snap, crackle pops in the top of the feet as well. On the inhale, come up into your high heels, toes spread wide apart, heels up towards the sky, and then on the exhale, releasing the heels down towards the ground. Inhale, exhale, bring the knees down. Beautiful. Release, drawing the feet forward. We're going to come down onto the back for some hamstring stretches. Draw the right knee up towards the chest. Extend the left leg long. Squeezing onto the thigh, back of the thigh or calf. Really draw that knee in, right knee in towards the chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze with the arms. Nice and long breath. And this time, now open the right thigh out towards the right shoulder. Hold onto the shin, really opening the right hip up towards the side. And drawing the right knee around in circles in one direction. Massaging the hamstring, massaging the glute here on the right side, and then switch direction. Beautiful. Extending the right leg up into the air. Great, and flex the toe here. Micro bend in that right knee. Using the grip on the back of the right thigh with the hands to draw the hamstring, the leg back towards the chest. By holding onto the hamstring, really getting the feedback from the back of the leg here. Beautiful. Bending that right knee, drawing the right knee across the body, grab a hold of the back of the right thigh, right arm out extended, feeling that whole stretch. And the back of the body, feeling that muscle wrapping around underneath the glutes, back of the thigh, all the way down into the right big toe. Beautiful. One more breath to release here. Good job. Excellent. And drawing the legs back to neutral. Switching legs. Right knee comes up towards the chest, grabbing a hold up the shin. Really pull higher if you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That left knee in towards the torso. Elongate the whole back of the spine onto the floor, pressing. And then on the exhale, opening up the left thigh out towards the left side of the body. Feeling that stretch. The inner thigh opens up. Opening up the psoas on the left side. Making some circles here. Right knee moves around in one direction. Tight little circles in one direction, and then switching in the other direction. Circling the knee around. And then when you're ready, extending the right leg up into the air. Grab a hold, left leg up into the air. And dyslexia kicks in. And
pointing and flexing the toe. Micro bend in that left knee. Good job. You might even take some circles in one direction with the ankle, circle the toes in another direction. Fantastic. Beautiful. And drawing the left leg down, back down. And then grabbing both legs up and coming into child's pose is one of your final resting poses here. Grab a hold of the inner feet or the outer toes, whatever's available for you. Actually grab a hold of the inner arches of the feet and really press down here. Extending the thighs down, getting more of a hamstring stretch here. Knees out at a 45-degree angle. Now you're doing something really great for yourself, just taking this inspirational time to be with yourself, especially if you have any mobility issues in the knees, mobility issues in the legs. Really making sure you stretch this posterior chain, the back side of the body, with the combination of the breath, making it different than just like an aerobic stretching, right? We're using this vehicle, the breath, to really lengthen and strengthen these muscles, while elongating and helping with mobility. Something that you'll be using your whole life. And then exhale, both legs come down on the ground, extending the hands up towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhalation here. Exhaling out the mouth. Inhale the palms up to the third eye, pressing the forehead with the back of the palms. Giving thanks for right heart-centered action that brought you to this opportunity for healing in your body, so you can show up for yourself, your family, and your community. Namaste.